What's up?
What's up?
Welcome to TrailMixed Podcast, episode 13.
13.
Yeah. Guess what today is?
What is today?
Today is Juneteenth.
What is that?
Well, today isn't Juneteenth when you're listening to this, but when we're recording it, it's Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is it?
It's Black Folks' Independence Day.
I would just call it Independence Day.
Right?
Yeah.
We weren't free in 1776.
No.
We were slaves.
Yeah. When did that legislature actually pass?
Well, Emancipation Proclamation was in 1863.
So almost 90 years after Independence Day.
1776. No, it's a few hundred.
To 18?
Yeah.
What?
1863.
So 93 years.
Maths.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Maths. 1776. It doesn't matter. Maths. So.
Go ahead, talk.
So, for those who don't know.
87 years. A couple hundred years.
No, you're right.
I know I'm right.
You're right.
Quick math. Okay.
But anyway,
yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, Juneteenth was established in June 19th, 1885, when the Union General,
a whole 22 years after.
No, 2 years after.
You said 1865 or 63.
Yes.
And then you just said 1885.
Sorry, 65.
Okay,
1865.
So 2 years after.
Yes.
Okay.
It was a whole 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. In the South, they didn't get word. They just pretended like it didn't happen, the slave owners.
Of course.
They're like, what? So the black folks didn't know that they were supposed to be free 2 years ago. And the Union General caught wind of this. His name was Gordon Granger.
Yeah.
It's Granger. Gordon Granger. So he hopped on his little horse and he went da-doop, da-doop, da-doop and rolled down to Galveston, Texas and was like, yo, I did not sacrifice my people, your people as well, because there's a lot of black Union soldiers, for y'all to still be in chains. So, June 19th, 1865, black people are officially free.
And the guy that rode down, he was white.
Yeah, he was the Union general.
Okay.
So Confederates, the Union.
Union was North, right?
Yeah, the North. He was the North general. And he is like, I did not win this war to still be losing it. So yeah, black folks were officially free.
Yeah. I honestly didn't.
Free-ish, let's be clear. Because after that...
Free with an asterisk.
Yeah, free-ish. Because after that, a bunch of lynchings took place. Black people were slaughtered in the streets with no repercussions for the people who killed them. It was just like, if we can't have you, no one can. But yeah, and it's something that, it was declared a national holiday in Galveston, Texas.
Back then.
Yeah, back then. And then, with Jim Crow, like, the nation just stopped celebrating it.
And Jim Crow was in the 60s?
That was the end of Jim Crow.
The 60s was the end of Jim Crow.
Yeah.
When did it start? Right
after Emancipation Proclamation was the beginning of Jim Crow.
Yeah. So,
separate but equal.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that sound like a straight up hoax? Like, it's separate but equal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and what was the point? Right?
Make the white man feel like they're still in power.
I guess so. But yeah, so that brought on a whole slaughter of different racial injustices. But right now, we're just going to celebrate the little wins that we had. And a win was Juneteenth. Yeah.
I never heard about Juneteenth. I've probably heard the word, but just thought it was just like... That's what they call that day.
Yeah,
like growing up in Hawaii.
Just made up.
Yeah, like I was thinking about today, all the history classes we had were like old Roman times and all the emperors back then and Mesopotamia and all that, but we never really had American history. So not even like the Civil War and all that. Maybe a little bit, maybe I just didn't pay attention, but I know we never really talked about slavery and
That's
the ending of
ridiculous.
slavery and Jim Crow and all that. Like our specialized, so to say, history was Hawaiian history.
Of course. Well, that makes
So,
sense because
yeah.
it'd be a shame if they didn't talk about Hawaiian history.
Yeah, so I never heard of Juneteenth and what it really meant until 2 weeks ago when you told me or
Yeah.
whatnot, which is sad. Like that just shows the ignorance that not only people have, but it's the ignorance of the educational system not teaching people about the history,
About true history.
true history.
I don't remember ever hearing about Juneteenth in school.
Mm-hmm. You knew
Like,
it just.
I grew up and I found out about it later. Like, I don't remember
So
my
you didn't
mom
even know it when you were younger?
talking about it. No, not really. Well, I feel like I've heard of Juneteenth. Like, I knew what it was. Like, oh, today's June 19th is Juneteenth. Like, I had that date in my head,
Yeah.
but I didn't understand its significance until later in life.
See, that's what I probably heard. Like Juneteenth is June 19th. That's just what they call
That's
it.
just what it is,
Yeah.
you know? But, I knew that it was black, but I didn't understand why it was black.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like us as a community, black people, we've done ourselves a disservice.
By not keeping that in people's
Yeah.
forefront of their minds.
Mm-hmm. By us, like, taking pride in that. I mean, it's a big deal, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, to make up for lost times, this year, our family is going to celebrate Juneteenth.
And
It's-
not celebrate July 4th.
Yeah. Well, yeah. As of right now, we don't have plans for the July 4th. Because it's not ours.
Because Independence Day isn't Independence Day if all people weren't free.
Yeah.
Because Independence Day was just... Independence Day, like July 4th, was just like a kid moving out of their house and started to pay their own bills. Like their
Yeah.
parents ain't helping them.
True.
Like, oh, we're free from England. They're not helping us anymore. We're
It's
on
your
our own
18th
country.
birthday.
Yeah. But it's like, it's not true Independence Day.
Mhm.
Like, not everyone in America had freedom.
Yeah.
Or were
Just
independent.
free from British control.
Yeah, just the white
from
people.
the monarchy.
Like, black people
But-
didn't. Native Americans probably didn't.
No, they were being slaughtered.
Yeah.
So,
Imagine how the world would be without white people. Like, go back thousands of years. Like, take them out, because, I mean, they just killed everyone that wasn't white.
if people stayed where they were,
Stay in your lane.
yeah, and respect. Well, I think that it doesn't come down to not having white people. I think it comes down to people stayed in their countries and tried without like conquership.
But
Like,
even, it's not just white people, it's just greed. Like, people are greedy.
that's what I mean.
Like, even in Asian countries, different countries in Asia, you know, try to get bigger and expand, and
Yes.
this is just, it's not just white people, I don't mean it like that, but
Yeah.
it's just greed and power-hungry people.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, imagine without like conquership, like that culture of conquership, like
Mhm.
we would be a lot better off. Like, if people just respected people for their way of life without trying to force people to be the way that they are or take over, like you
Mhm.
said, with greed and things like that. But yeah, so this year, our family is gonna have a barbecue.
Yeah.
We're gonna barbecue. We're gonna hang out in the backyard, sing some Negro rituals.
I get to learn some.
I'm just kidding. I don't.
Oh.
I don't even know any Negro rituals. Maybe I should Google some.
Some hymns.
Imagine our family sitting around the table singing hymns. I thought about that. I thought about that yesterday. I was like, yeah, we should play games and sing Negro rituals. I almost like texted in our family group chat. Y'all know any Negro rituals? Should we learn the Song of Songs? Imagine.
And then I'll be the only white person sitting there like,
You better hum along. You better hum along. No, but yeah. And then I was texting my family. I was like, I don't know if July 4th is it. Because usually we go in on July 4th. Like, our family, we do barbecue. Like, pretty much the same thing we're going to do. Well, it's not today. We're going to celebrate it tomorrow.
Yeah.
On Saturday. But,
We're just moving it back a month.
Yeah.
A few weeks.
A few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks. But I was like, you know what? I don't know. With the racial climate, the 4th of July ain't it. It's not ours.
Mm-mm.
I mean, as Americans, I guess. But I didn't choose to be
But
American.
y'all weren't Americans then, technically.
Yeah, we didn't choose to be Americans.
I mean, no one, or white people didn't see, or back then Americans didn't see you as Americans, they saw
see
you as property. So it's
yeah.
like, you weren't, they didn't include you in that, so.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like over the next couple of years, we'll I guess,
or
decide...
just take it over and ruin it.
Right. It becomes bigger. I think that it should be a national holiday.
Juneteenth?
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that now you see, like, the NFL is making Juneteenth a paid holiday for all the employees and stuff.
It should have been, 90% of the NFL is black.
Yeah, but, like, 3 years ago, they're suspending and blacklisting people that were kneeling for it. It's like, oh, it's a bigger problem now. We got to say something.
This is back to the Juneteenth conversation.
Sorry.
That's how we got here.
Sorry.
So, my sister was telling us that, by my family, she was telling us that she was teaching my nephew, who's 9, about Juneteenth, and he was, like, all happy about it, you know? So I was like, that warmed my heart. He was a little bit sad because he likes fireworks and the 4th of July, but he was like, I'd rather just have that time to be with our family. And I was like, start him young.
Yeah.
You know what? It's just going to be what it is. Because, like, if you have small children and they just grow up knowing that this is a holiday that we express our culture, then that's just what they'll know it as. You know? So I'm happy about that. And then also Juneteenth celebrations today. They're having an event at one of our local parks, and we're going to go check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang out there for a little bit, social distance.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
Where'd
like,
Corona go?
We got invited. It's like, what happened to Corona? Isn't that still a thing?
Yeah.
So, like,
we can't be there long.
No.
Because I don't want to catch anything. But
show support. And
gotta show support for our people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited. It's a time to be black.
Yeah.
Now is the time to be black and be proud of being black. And don't feel ashamed for being black.
Yeah.
Because love the skin that you're in. We don't have... This is not anything that we can change.
Unless you're Michael Jackson.
Well...
Or Sammy Sosa.
Well, I wouldn't say that he changed.
Sammy Sosa did.
Yeah, but...
Michael Jackson didn't.
But anyway, so I'm happy about that. Do you have anything else you want to touch on?
No. Just educating people. This past week on Facebook, someone posted something regarding George Floyd, and I don't want to call it a meme, but the picture just basically had his criminal record on it, which not all of it was true, like 100% true. So
it was fabricated.
Yeah, and I just had to comment on certain things, you know, like people were bringing up irrelevant things to him being murdered, like how he might have been a Freemason or he was a porn star and worked in a club. It's like that had nothing to do with it. So I started calling people out, and one person got upset that the people filming it didn't do anything, didn't step in. She was filming it and 4 cops were there. What is she going to do? And I wrote that, and someone commented, call 911. What? Like, 911 was the people doing it. Like, it was the cops doing it.
Is here.
And it's like, then I heard a story about a cop, woman cop on the East Coast somewhere. And she was in there for 19 years, 1 year away from pension and everything. And she stopped another officer from doing a chokehold, right? What you want from a cop, to check other cops. And she got fired and lost her pension and lost everything. And that was 4 years ago, and it's being brought back to light now, which is good. Like, she needs what she deserves. But it's like, for doing what citizens want cops to do and check other cops, she got fired for it.
Yeah.
But it's like, you want a 17-year-old citizen to jump in to 4 cops? Like,
she'd be choked out too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, it's just ridiculous. Like, Facebook is just toxic, especially right now. So it's like, I just tried to check them and, like, not check them in a bad way, but just like, and I know this person isn't racist, or I believe this person isn't racist, but it's just ignorance. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you change 60 years of thoughts or microaggressions and all that in one go? You know what I mean? So I just want to have more conversations with them and just talk things out. Like, I know she has love in her heart. It's not evil intent, you know what I mean? But it's just unknowledgeable,
unconscious bias.
Yeah, unintentional. So it's like,
unintentional racism.
Just educating people in conversations. You know what I mean? Like, that's the big part of it.
Yeah. Like I've said time and again, you have to have open conversations about race, because if not, it's never going to change.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to, even if you're uncomfortable, it's not our fault that our blackness makes you uncomfortable.
No, not at all.
We didn't choose that.
No.
Well, that took a turn.
Yeah. Sorry, I had that on my mind.
Yeah. But
I'm excited to celebrate it this year.
I am too. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Chicken, hot dog, sausage.
Hot dogs with barbecue sauce on it.
Shut up. Hot dogs and barbecue sauce is the best. Don't be a hater, okay? It's delicious. So, yeah. I'm excited to spend time with my family and be black.
Yeah.
Blackety black.
Yeah. Did you have anything else you want to say? Anything else you want to shout out, or I don't know.
No. If you're black, celebrate Juneteenth.
Yeah.
More than you celebrate the 4th of July, because that wasn't made for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We hope you guys have a good weekend, or a good week, since it'll be on Sunday, and we hope you had a good Juneteenth.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't celebrate it yet, do something. Or at least...
Juneteenth weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to try something. It doesn't always work. But, or if you don't do anything, study on something. Read up on some history. Yeah.
Get learned up.
Yeah. Tell us either something you did for Juneteenth or something you learned about American history for this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned a lot about it in the last few weeks about when it happened. It took 2 years for the people the proclamation was about to actually learn about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, shout out to Gordon.
Yeah. Don't give the white man the credit.
Well, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Not what I meant. Like,
I know what you meant.
He rode his white ass all the way down there, said, let these people go. Mm-hmm. My people, that would have been terrible. Like he's Moses or something.
Yeah.
Anyways, we hope you guys have a good week.
Yep. See you next week. We'll be here.
Be here on Sunday.
Yep.
Like always. All right.
All right.
Peace out.
Bye.